wake up the animal in my man and fix his hunger right on me where it belongs. Thumbing through the finished file, I felt a heat through my whole body, my cheeks flushed with pride. I'd done it. I'd done what no woman had ever done before. I'd created an owner's manual for a man's most important erogenous zone. His mind. His imagination. A few weeks later, Kevin and I were rolling around again, smiling, having fun. He didn't even ask me to talk dirty this time. I guess he didn't want to be disappointed again. He was on top of me, inside me, our faces just inches from each other. He closed his eyes, and I knew he was miles and miles away, getting what he craved from his fantasies because he thought I couldn't give it to him. I took a deep breath and felt terrified, like I was jumping off a bridge. But I said it. The lust mirror phrase I discovered, a little trick that forces a man out of his head and right back into the moment by reflecting his secret desires back at him. His eyes flew open like he was just seeing me for the first time. He looked deeply into my eyes, and I knew he was right there with me, seeing me, feeling me, listening to my voice. And I saw that smile again. But this time he wasn't looking at porn. He was only looking at me. Over the next hour, I took control of his fantasies, whispered naughty words in his ear, stroked his ego, teased him, made him feel powerful and desired and strong and masculine. And in return, he opened up and gave me everything. He made dirty, amazing, wonderful love to me, touched me, whispered to me, asked me about my fantasies and fulfilled them, gave me intense pleasure again and again that lit every cell of my body on fire and left me flushed and exhausted and happy in a way I never thought I would feel. I bet you can feel right now how wonderful that was. We both couldn't stop giggling and laughing when we were done. We basked in the glow, feeling connected and silly and happy and horny and in love. He looked me in the eye and asked, "Where the hell did that come from?" I just smiled, and he curled up next to me and hugged me tight, and we slept and dreamed so soundly like that, twisted in the blankets until the alarm went off the next day. I told my best friend Michelle all about it at lunch. She was scandalized and excited. As we were paying the bill, she super casually said, "Did you learn anything I can use with Rob?" She said it with a laugh, twisting her wedding ring on her finger like an anxious tick. I wasn't sure at first. I'd worked so hard for so long. Was this really something I wanted to share? She's my best friend. How could I say no? At midnight, I got a text from her in all caps with a huge smiley emoticon saying, "Oh my God, your Pavlov's erection thing is genius and really works. He didn't know what hit him. Thank you." I guess Michelle couldn't keep a secret. Or maybe people could just see the glow. My sister Laura called me up and asked if I had a trick for her to try, just for fun. Laura was always single and was always complaining that guys pulled away after a couple dates. She said she used the cuddle hormone technique I created with a guy while sitting at dinner. She got to work the next day to find a huge bouquet of flowers and a note begging to take her out again. And then things got a little crazy. I achieved this weird cult status locally. Friends, family, 22-year-old girls to 70-year-old recent divorcees, to my mom, who I refused to talk about any of this stuff, started to use my techniques, and raved about how simple and easy and magical it was to make a man a monogamy addict this simple way, to take away all his distractions like you're suddenly the only woman on the planet for him. Somewhere along the way, what I was teaching all these women got the name The Language of Desire, and it kind of stuck. Because that's what it is, the secret erotic language of the masculine mind. Which brings us to now. My name is Felicity Keith, and no, I'm not a stripper or a sexpert or a nymphomaniac or anything like that. If you saw me at the supermarket, you'd just see a regular, 40-ish, slightly overweight single mom. But that's not what my boyfriend Kevin sees at all. When he looks at me, he sees his lover he could never live without. Even though just 18 months ago, I thought we were doomed. Now, I'm about to unlock this door for you, but first there's something I desperately need you to understand about love and passion and lust and the minds of men. Because this isn't just a power, it's a responsibility. Once you learn how to tease and gloriously torment a man this secret way, you'll be able to give him a more intense, pleasurable, connected, and erotic sexual experience sitting at a table at a restaurant acting completely innocent as far as everyone around you is concerned than his ex-girlfriend could in a whole sweaty, naked weekend. And this next thing is important. Listen to me closely. You'll be able to do all of this without ever acting or feeling like a slut. I know this sounds almost supernatural, and I can't wait for you to experience what it feels like to be so totally wanted, but this isn't magic. It's science. It's chemistry. Because the dirty, wonderful words and phrases you're going to learn have been psychologically designed to hit the masculine